Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Stoverload Music Podcast Showcase. And guys, we're doing something special today. Right now, it's currently about 6:30 a.m. here in the States, and we're going international with our guest today. Our guest today comes from the beautiful land down under Australia, and they've released two singles, and both which are pretty badass work. And I'm really excited to have them because they're getting a lot of good positive response from their work. So, welcome to the show today. Welcome, Colourmind. Guys, welcome.
Hey, what's going on, Mike? Hey, Mike.
This is probably the first time we're doing a massive time zone difference with
Dude,
being able to speak with
you'd be smashing the coffee, and we're hitting the beers. So.
I'm waking up and you're crashing.
yeah. But how you doing, man? Thank you so much for having us.
It's great to have you guys. I mean, I love your guys' work. First off, congratulations on all the success your first two singles are having. You guys are getting a lot of good positive responses.
Yeah, look, it's been a roller coaster, and we're kind of running in blind. The first time we've ever made original music as Colourmind. I mean, Jimmy's got the experience releasing his own project music.
This is my first band.
Yeah. Yeah, and like this, after just two singles, it's crazy the feedback that we've had, and we just can't wait to see where it takes us now.
And fans are definitely digging it. They're definitely digging your work. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're doing something right.
That's good. I mean, like the positive feedback is everything. So
yeah,
but
yeah. So how is the rock scene in Australia? I mean, I know it's kind of different for everyone. Everybody, to each their own, different strokes, different folks. But how is the scene there in Australia?
Look, it's kind of weird, man. To be honest, like Perth, where we are, Perth is sick, but we're kind of trapped in this bubble, because it's one of the most isolated cities in the world, hands down. We were one of the last cities to really get COVID, and that kind of tells you something, like we're also on the receiving end, like the last to receive any information. So if there's anything trendy out there, we're the last ones to hear about it. Yeah.
Sounds like a great place to throw a lot of massive badass concerts, though, if that's the case, because ain't no one really going to come out and stop you.
Well, yeah, I mean, like we used to love, going to Soundwave and Big Day Out, until they kind of stopped that.
Well, yeah, we had some good music festivals.
Yeah, like now we need to kind of travel abroad, to go and see any headliners because they don't come. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, once you cross the horizon a few times, you might find us.
Well, at the rate you guys are going, thank God for technology. People are hearing your work.
Well, straight out. I mean, like, what about you, dude? You're in America right now. We're in Australia. Like 20 years ago, like we were still, hoping for a hoverboard, which I still am actually.
Yeah, everybody is.
Yeah, I'm still wearing mine.
So, Jimmy, my question is for you. You said this is your first band. How are you enjoying it so far? I mean, were you taken back by the massive responses you're getting from your work with the band?
It's really great just being in a group where everyone's like so switched on and just like really like driven just to make an impact.
Well, that's great. That's great. And to the gentleman to the left of Johnny, we didn't get to hear who you are yet.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm Tristan, and I'm the bass player.
How are you enjoying the responses that the band's getting from the first two singles?
Oh, honestly, it's a bit overwhelming. Like, you just want to play your music and put stuff out, and then you actually get a return from that. It's like, wow, okay, yeah, this is good. We're reaching people.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's great uplifting music, too. It's the kind of music you can't sit still to. This is the kind of puts a good, positive, happy-go-lucky feeling in you.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like you try refrain from tapping your foot when you hear the bass from Sweet Surrender or Too Young to Live. It's catchy, and that's what we love about releasing our songs. Like we don't want to release another, crap pop song or whatever. We want to, release something, that's we're inspired by the old punk rock with, some raw intensity, but give it a modern twist as well. Like, I mean, we all love the Sex Pistols, but we also love, Green Day and Blink-182 and MXPX and bands like that. Trying to give it a modern twist. Something that people can jump around, dance to, but also have some feeling, a connection with the song as well.
And that's exactly right. And that's what fans look for, I think, next to having really great music. Now, when did Colourmind come together?
Oh, jeez. So we're still a new band, dude. I want to say 2 years ago.
I would say so, yeah.
About 2 years. Like I've got a little voice on my shoulder here. Yeah.
Is it the other way around?
No, I'm definitely no angel. That's for sure. I want to say 2 years ago, like, because we were jamming out some covers, with a friend of ours. His name's Adam, and he actually helped us with a couple of our originals. He's still a great friend of ours. He's off doing his own thing now, and that's when we brought in Jimmy to take the bull by the horns. And since then, it's about 2 years. We've just been rehearsing and getting things right, ironing out some creases, and realizing what are our goals? Are we on the same page? And now it's just easy, man. It started with Sweet Surrender. The bass riff. I wrote that on guitar, like, what was it, 15 or 16 years ago, and I've just kept it in the vault. And then a couple of years ago, I was like, what would this sound like on bass guitar? And I was just playing around on my interface and recording some riffs and that. I was like, yeah, I'll chuck it on bass. I was like, shit, this sounds pretty cool. So I chucked some guitar chords over it, and lyrics just started coming to me, and I started thinking, right, so what was I feeling at this time? What was I feeling when I actually came up with this riff all those years ago? And I started thinking, right, I was a teenager, I was wagging school, I was, getting into fights, and I was, dating chicks and all this stuff. And it all just came to me, like I was a bit of a wreck of a teenager.
Most teenagers are.
We still act like it, so I'm not wearing any pants.
I can confirm.
I feel bad for Tristan and Jimmy right now. And you're sitting behind them. So, Tristan, Jimmy, what were some of your inspirations? Was punk a big part of your background and why you play?
Oh yeah, I'll answer that first quickly. Growing up, like the big bands at the time were like Offspring, Green Day, and Blink-182 was just starting up, and that was like the defining thing of my youth, and it stayed with me ever since. It was Limp Bizkit as well, I guess.
Yeah, we all love a little Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, Limp with the Biscuit. But let's move on from that. And yeah, it's gone on from there, and I've grasped other things as well. But that's always been my foundation. Like, I don't want to say I'm stuck on that one thing, but it's still a part of my heart,
Right. What about you, Jimmy?
Well, I'm a big metalhead. I love my metalcore and all that.
Dude, you got to hear this guy scream. Like that's the best part. Like I don't want to give too much away. So some of the songs we've got to release, it's not all just punk, man. Like, you wait till you hear this guy scream.
Well, speak up, Jimmy. Let's hear your inspirations, metalhead.
Go, give him a scream.
No, it's okay. Don't scream.
No. We'll save it for the next one.
Yes.
But my clean singing, I just kind of have that like angsty pop punky voice, so that's kind of how I got into singing pop punk. And then back in February, I joined these guys, and I didn't want to like make it seem like I was just trying to turn them into a metal band either. So like we did a couple of new songs, and then Too Young to Live, I wrote that to kind of show that I wasn't just there to make this into a metal project, basically.
Yeah, we were blown away when Jimmy sent us the demo of his vocals for Sweet Surrender, and I was blown away. I was like, dude, that's incredible. We met this guy 3 days before we were in the recording studio for Sweet
Wow.
Surrender, and it wasn't until like he just laid down his vocal tracks. He's like, oh, by the way, I've got this demo. You guys, if you're interested, and he sent us Too Young to Live. I was like, you've got to be joking me, man. Like, this is incredible. I love it. He wrote everything, like the bass, the drums, the guitars. Obviously, our drummer, Matt Wenk, who can't be with us tonight, he's working away. By the way, Matty, we love you, bro. Can't wait to see you soon. Matt put his own drums and his own fills on it to give it, the wanky vibe. And I was absolutely blown away. I was like, man, this is incredible. And you're a metalhead. You're writing some pop punk. This is sick. This is our next single, hands down.
Yeah, I was like surprised you guys wanted to make it the first single. Like,
hell yes.
I'm still blown away by it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what we love to hear on the show, though, is how magical things like that happen, the way people come together, and like great music is born out of things like this.
Yeah, hands down. That's it, mate. Yeah, it's the little things, like that make a band what they are. And I think it was, the fact that we had only met this guy 3 days before we're in the recording studio. And he likes beers, he likes chicks, and I was like, yeah, well, you're a fit for us,
Well, being a metalhead, I think that just kind of comes with the territory.
Straight up, man, straight up.
So you guys said you're only about 2 years new. Would that qualify you as a band that was made during COVID? Like you're a product of the COVID, or no?
I'm trying to remember.
I would say so, yeah, because COVID was already happening before I walked in the door. So, yeah.
Yeah, like I was playing for a cover band at the time. We're doing a lot of pop punk covers and whatnot. Yeah, and like COVID was very on and off again. Like, oh, we've got this many numbers, but you know what? It's okay to leave your house. Things like that. So
right.
In between, when it was all good, it's like, okay, children, you can go out and play now. All right, music, where you at? Let's go. Rock and roll, let's do something. And I think it all just kind of formed in those little breaks, those staggers of, yes, you can leave your house now. Although there were shortages of toilet paper at our supermarkets, so we all had the shits at some point,
Yeah, I think everybody did, but we're not going to get into that because this is a PG show, and I'm not trying to gross nobody out.
That's it. You should have seen it, man.
No, I don't want to see it.
No, moving out, we were running out of lettuce, and lettuce was what, $11 at one point.
Something like that. Yeah.
So I don't know what the conversion rate is for America. So like $11 Australian,
16 something US.
Yeah, imagine paying $16 for lettuce.
Wow,
it's nuts, man. Absolutely nuts.
Just a bunch of green leaves with no nutritional value.
Yeah.
Spinach,
just a bit of crunch.
We should make a song about it. About lettuce.
There you go. Here's some crispy water in a leaf. There you go.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure our KFC started using cabbage at one point.
Oh, they probably did. Yeah.
Well, I gotta say again, guys, I'm really happy for you with all the success and the progress you're getting. And so quickly on such a short amount of time, too. This is amazing, and we're enjoying your work. We're at a part in the show right now. We do something special called The Floor is Yours. And I give this opportunity to everybody, and this is for each of you. If you guys want to say something special to anybody who's watching right now, what would you like to tell them?
You want to start off, Tris?
Yeah, put me on the spotlight. All right. Yeah, I actually a bit of a generic statement, really, but I just want to say thank you for everybody who supported us and come to our shows, and listen to our albums, our songs rather.
The songs, it will be
Yeah,
albums.
our 12 CD albums that we've already released. Yeah, it does mean a lot.
For me, I want to put a big shout out to some Perth legends known as Perth United. Mike, Melanie Flynn, right,
Oh yeah.
from Ashes of Autumn. So Melanie and I as well, we were a part of this killer music project here in Perth, known as Perth United, where they grab a bunch of random musicians, they stick them in a studio for 12 hours. No one knows who they're going to be playing with, and your goal is to write, record, and release a song within 12 hours. You don't know who you're jamming with. You don't know what is going on. They just say, hey, buddy, you've been chosen. You've got to be here at this time, this place. Let's see what you can do. 12 hours later, you come out with a random song. It is cool as hell, man. And all proceeds go to sick kids here in Perth, in Australia, mind you, for telethon. All proceeds go to telethon. It is fantastic. And I want to put a shout out to everyone involved, especially Stefan Helbo and Jacob Kenny. You guys, I love you so much. And if it wasn't for you guys, Colourmind wouldn't even be a thing right now, because it's what really motivated me the most. So listen to group number 2, Are We Having Fun, from Perth United, because that's the one I was a part of.
Our very first radio play.
Yeah. That was the first time I had ever been played on radio.
That was quite a moment, wasn't it?
It was emotional, man.
They played our song.
Yeah.
Then they played yours as well.
Yeah. All right. Is that who you're going to give a shout out to, Jim?
Stephen Hellhammer.
Oh, no. I thought you were putting a shout out to 107.3. But yeah. Frankinator.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And also, I probably don't say this enough, but I want to thank my dad, John Chopping. He's a guitarist. He plays blues and rock and roll. If it wasn't for him, wouldn't be here at all, but I wouldn't be playing music, because he's been a big influence for me growing up and basically got me playing in the first place. So thanks, Dad.
It's really cool how you guys took, with Perth United, how you guys took that step to help out sick kids. And I think that's a great thing to do. Maybe one day, Colourmind can go out to one of these centers where they're at, and you guys can, go do a small little show for them. Or Jimmy, man, maybe some of those kids would love to have the same kind of hairstyle you do. You can show them exactly how to do it.
Like, I'm actually jealous, because these guys can grow beards, and I still get crop circles on my face.
Took me 50 years to grow this beard.
50 years? Working in retail isn't stressful at all.
One week.
The hell it ain't. Well, guys, this has been
How you doing over there, man?
I'm having a ball right now, and I am honored to be speaking with you guys. That's where I'm at right now.
We're loving it, man. This is sick.
Yeah, and we're looking forward to more of your work. Thank you for being a part of the shows. I mean, it's been great having you guys on our weekly show over in the UK.
Dude, we can't wait to actually share our next song with you. We just finished recording Tristan's bass about an hour ago. It's interesting, it's catchy, like our last 2 singles. It's got some wicked bass, it's got some sick drums by Matt, and it's also got some screams by Ronald McDonald here. And I love you, brother. I haven't heard that one. Yeah. No, it's gonna be cool.
Cool.
It's gonna be cool.
Well, if fans wanted to find you guys and they want to follow you and interact, how can they do that?
Jimmy, you want to tell you?
Yeah, we've got our Facebook at Colourmind Band. We've got Instagram as well.
Yeah.
We're on TikTok, YouTube.
Yeah, we're on all the socials. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. I think we've got an OnlyFans as well, to pay the bills.
I don't know who's running that one.
No, it's not me.
It's this guy.
It might, I think it's
He's already got a shirt off.
John Bone Jody. He's got an OnlyFans account, yeah.
He bangs pretty hard, so,
Oh, it's so wrong.
It is.
Well, fans, as you know, good times always come to an end, and unfortunately, we've hit our mark for today, and time has flown by because we've been having a hell of a lot of fun. For me, very early in the morning. For them, probably late in the day. But regardless, it was a lot of fun. And guys, I want to thank you again so much for taking the time out. It's been an honor having you on. You got the show's full support. Anything we can do to help you out, just let us know.
You've already done that. You've
You've done it, man. And we love your show, Mike. We're going to share it. I've actually got a few bands that really want to talk to you. Look out for local Perth legends, the immolation scene, Who Cares, and above all else.
It's funny you mentioned Who Cares. They were already on the last show, and I'm already in touch with one of them, so it's all good.
Excellent, man. Like they're all our great friends, and they're awesome guys. Love their music, pop punk. So
looks like we always say on the show, great music speaks for itself, and everything else just follows suit with it.
Straight up, man. Just listen to our music. Don't bother listening to me speak.
Right. Well, fans, we had a blast today, and thank you again for tuning in and checking out this video. If you like their work, go follow them, check out their work, get in touch with them. They're really cool guys. They'd love to talk with you and get to know you more. But until then, fans, this is all the time we got for today. Colourmind, thank you so much for being here, and we can't wait to hear more from you. Until then, we'll see you guys soon. This has been Colourmind. We're out.
Yeah. See you, man.